I didn't think I'd ever go near the Hollow Mountains again after that first encounter, but fate has a cruel sense of humor. My friends, Alex and Mara, insisted on a weekend trip to a remote cabin in the mountains. "It'll be fun," Alex said. "No towns, no people, just us and nature." I hesitated. The memory of the lantern, the fog, her eyes, it clawed at me. But they were persistent, and eventually I agreed. The drive up was quiet, the mountains looming darker than I remembered. Storm clouds clung to the peaks like black velvet, and a chill had crept into the air even though it was still early evening. When we arrived at the cabin, the wooden structure looked abandoned at first glance. Its paint peeled, shutters dangling on rusty hinges. But there was a fireplace inside, and the smell of damp pine lingered in the air. We unpacked quickly, trying to ignore the strange heaviness in the air. By nightfall, the storm hit. Rain pounded against the roof, thunder shaking the walls, and the wind shrieked through the surrounding pines. We laughed nervously, trying to make it feel like a cozy adventure, but I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Around 10, as we were settling in with drinks, I saw it, a faint glow through the trees. At first, I thought it was lightning reflecting oddly in the storm, but the light lingered, bobbing gently. My stomach sank. "Do you guys see that?" I asked. Alex frowned. "See what?" "That light, out there, near the ridge." Mara squinted. "It's probably just a hiker's lantern or someone camping." I wanted to believe that, but something about the way it moved felt wrong. Deliberate, patient, watching. Hours passed. The storm worsened, and sleep didn't come easily. Around 2 in the morning, I woke to a soft tapping at the door. 3 sharp knocks. My heart slammed against my ribs. I tried to convince myself it was the wind, the branches hitting the cabin, anything, but the taps came again, rhythmic, impatient. "Alex? Mara?" I whispered, shaking them lightly. Mara groaned. "It's just the storm. Go back to sleep." I couldn't. I peeked out the window, and there she was, the witch, standing at the edge of the trees, her lantern swinging gently in the rain, her hair plastered to her face, her dress dripping, eyes hollow, unblinking. She raised her hand, pointing directly at the cabin. I stumbled backward, my mind racing. "We need to leave," I hissed. Alex sat up, rubbing his eyes. "What are you talking about?" "Her. She's here. The witch. We have to go. Now." There was a pause, then a low, resonant laugh. Inside my head. Not the cabin. I swear I could hear her voice whispering through the walls. "Leave, or stay forever." We grabbed what we could, my hands shaking as I locked the cabin behind us. The rain was brutal, slapping us with sheets of cold water as we ran down the narrow trail. But the mountain seemed alive, twisting and bending the path. The lantern light bobbed behind us, faster now, gliding over the ground without her moving her legs. We reached the river crossing, hoping to double back toward the road. And then she appeared, closer, impossibly close, her lantern casting grotesque shadows across the storm. Alex screamed, and Mara grabbed my arm, but I felt frozen, my feet glued to the wet soil. The last thing I saw before I stumbled into the river was her face. Broken porcelain, black pits for eyes, a grin that split her face unnaturally wide. She didn't run after us. She didn't need to. The mountains themselves seemed to carry her will, her presence, and I knew in that instant, if she wanted you, the Hollow Mountains would never let you leave. We barely made it back to the car, soaked, shaking, hearts hammering. We didn't speak much on the drive down, just the sound of rain drumming against the windshield and the occasional thunderclap. But I kept glancing in the rearview mirror, and each time I thought I saw a flicker of light on the ridge, watching, waiting. It's been weeks since that night, and I can't stop hearing it. The tapping, the whispering. Sometimes, when the wind howls, I swear it's her calling my name. I don't go near the mountains anymore. I never will. But I know she's still there, still waiting for the next foolish person to wander too close. And if you ever hear the sound of tapping in the middle of a storm, remember this: the Witch of the Hollow Mountains doesn't need to chase. She's patient, and patience is far scarier than anything you can imagine.